All right, we're back on site today. It's actually raining on us right now, so I'm gonna try and get into the house quick and hopefully it doesn't start like pouring on us. But when we were out the other day, you guys had seen that tall wall built there, right? Because the roof goes down. And then I told you that there was going to be another one on the left wall, right? Because this roof runs up that way and that roof runs down that way. So they've got that wall framed up there and the whole rest of the upstairs on the front of the house is framed. That's what she looks like. We're gonna jump inside, run upstairs, and see how everything looks up there. Before we get upstairs, I'm gonna make a quick pit stop down here. Hi, boss lady. You guys will see all the bracing is out of the main level of the house, all the way around. And that is because all of the walls are sheathed all the way up, so everything is locked in. So the first level was able to come down. They've run through and put the jacks, right? You got double jacks here, double jacks there. They got their jacks put in there. That one still needs jacks. That guy got the jacks put in. Yeah, I'm not gonna run you around to show you every door opening, but jacks, jacks, jacks. Those were all left out intentionally, and then you just run back through and stick them in as you go. And now, looks a little busier up here than your guys' last trip, and you'll see that we've got rafters going in. So this is like the landing area when you come upstairs. That is going to be the built-in, right? Remember we talked about this whole thing was originally going to be mechanical chase. Now we've made it so just this is the mechanical chase, and we've got the built-ins upstairs and down. In the mechanical chase, this gets cut out once they're done. And then we'll get that opened up. That way we can run our ductwork. I'm throwing my hood on because I'm getting soaked already. She's bundled up in her hood. Wow, that really puts in perspective how big, how big that window opening is. Yeah, it's gonna be a double window, but still, that's crazy. And you guys will see the cross bracing is still up here, right? You can kind of see it everywhere. And that's because this was not all locked in yet. Once all the rafters are on and the roof's up, we could take all that stuff out. This is the main landing area. You come through, right, there's gonna be a hand railing here, balusters. It'll look down into that two-story great room with a nice big chandelier here. You guys have seen this bedroom already, so I'm not gonna bore you with that. But then this sill plate will get cut out, right, once they get the jacks in there and this is all opened up. But this is your main hallway that runs through to your back bedroom there, which was mostly framed last time you guys were here and now is fully framed with rafters above it and all. That guy's a pocket door. That's why it's so wide. That opens you up into your Jack and Jill and step right over into our other bedroom. This one was not framed the last time you guys were here. So the ceiling in this room is going to pitch from here down to here. It was originally going to be flat roof in here, but we decided, hey, we have all the space up there. We asked the architect, can you go ahead and make these volume ceilings? And he said, yeah, that's not a problem. We'll whip that up. So yeah, so this ceiling is going to slope down this way. And then our bedroom over there is going to start low on the outside wall and come up to the inside wall to match that roof pitch on the front of the house. So both of these front spare bedrooms are gonna have really tall ceilings in them. They're gonna feel huge, especially with, like we talked about last time, these big old monster windows. And you guys notice there's no rafters above us here, and there were no rafters above that bedroom over there. And that's for the exact reason we were just talking about. They gotta get that wall built. They gotta get that face wall built over there. And then these won't have flat rafters, right? It's just going to be, I believe they're 2x10s. I got to look at the print. 2x10 roof joists will be in, and it won't have a flat rafter like the rest of it. So not a whole lot more to update than it's raining again, and it is messing with our mojo. Good thing is the rain didn't start until just a little bit ago, so the guys were able to get a full day in, and it's supposed to be done raining here in the next couple hours, so it shouldn't mess with them tomorrow. But what this rain is going to mess with, if you guys have been following along, you know we built that one there. And you can see there's still no landscaping there. That's because of the weather we've been having. Everything's just been wet every day. it got dry enough today where we planned for tomorrow. They're gonna come in, do a quick final grade, get everything back where it's supposed to be, get the trees planted, get the rest of the shrubs in, and then get the sod in. So we're hoping this rain isn't too heavy, or else it really messes up our plan for landscaping tomorrow. And we won't be finishing the whole thing. And I know I'm totally off topic from framing a house, but this is real quick, I promise. We'll be sodding to the very back corner of that house, and we're not gonna do anything with the back yet because that and their stuff around the side are all for a pool that they're putting in. So once they finish the pool, then we'll finish the landscaping in the backyard. But we really want to get the front yard fully landscaped, ready to go, just to make it look finished and done for them. Everybody in this area is like a month behind right now because of the weather. And there's just stuff you can't do in the rain. And if you do it in the rain, it is going to look terrible for your finished product. So we just deal with what we got. And I think we have one last thing that we got to touch up in here. Never mind, scratch that. It's done. When I was here yesterday, that was still just a single LVL. Now it's a double, so we're all good to go. And you guys know that all of this wood that's laying around here, we shuttle home and we burn it. So this will all get cleaned up again this weekend, just like we did last weekend. Make it all spick and span and nice and clean. All right, so we're gonna take off, get out of the rain. We'll catch you guys here tomorrow for another update. And then that'll be our last update for this video. Get it out to you guys so you can see where we're at. So we'll see you then. We're back out on site this morning. It is a beautiful sunny day. Don't mind the ruckus in the background. We've got the landscaping going in next door. And we're out doing a little bit of cleanup today. Gonna pump some water and give you guys a quick framing update. You guys will see there's some roof structure up there. Right, we don't have this one on yet, but you guys can see that they're building the main part of the roof here. We've got that single slope coming off here. The next one will come off here. If it's not too muddy, I'll get you guys around the back so you can see how much of the roof they got built from the back side. But let's take a peek in through the side of the house real quick. Show you one of the things you get to look forward to if you're building your own place, and that is how to deal with water that gets your basement, right? If you're building with a basement, this thing's essentially a sealed off swimming pool if you get a bunch of rain. And as you guys are sick of hearing me talk about the rain, we've got some water down there. So we had our generator sitting right here. We've got our pump down in the sump pump, power and everything. And then our generator decided that it didn't want to work anymore today. It said, it's Saturday, I don't have to work, you can't make me. So I actually got a buddy running a battery pack by to get this pump running while we're here, and then I'll pop the spark plug out, and I think it's just a fouled out plug and some old fuel in the generator since we haven't run it since like last summer. Since I'm in the back of the house, we'll run up the hill here and try not to get smushed by equipment coming through. But you guys will see we've got this whole side of the back roof done. That part on that side of the house is done. We have 2 foot overhangs everywhere. So it'd be 2 foot off the back, 2 foot off the sides. Everything on the front of the house is gonna have 2 foot overhangs on it. Big overhangs look so nice. They add some cost, but I think they look really good. They're worth the money. Oh, let's step inside through the back door. You guys are used to coming in through the front. We've not started cleaning down here yet today, so you guys will see it's still a little messy. We got some stuff around, dirt, all that fun stuff. But let's run upstairs. It's pretty skies today. So we've got boss lady working and back over there. You guys will see it feels much darker up here now, of course, because there's a whole bunch of stuff above us. So this is kind of their walkway. They throw sheathing up there all the way down the run so they can work off of that. Like, 'cause trying to walk from stud to stud is a pretty bad idea. Probably wouldn't work out very well. So we're doing a quick sweep of all the floors up here, picking up the garbage, try and get as much up as we can while it's dry for today. And we know more stuff's gonna get tracked in, right? It's mucky and stuff's on people's boots and there's nothing you can do about it, but we just wanna try and keep up with it the best we can so it doesn't get to the point where it's overwhelming. So we've talked about the volume ceiling in these front 2 bedrooms we've got here, but they actually have this one framed so we can kind of show you guys what we're talking about. So this is that thing that, you know, that one pitch roof that we're looking at from the front of the house, and that's what it's going to look like here in the bedroom. So instead of having a flat ceiling right there, that beautiful blue opening there is going to be the extra height that you're going to have, right? That still gets framed. It's coming in after the fact. That'll get boxed in. They still need to build the roof above that one. Again, coming later, right? You can only build so much at once. And this is why you shouldn't sweep a pile and then decide you don't want to sweep anymore. You're going to go get the camera and start shooting video, because then you walk through your pile and you kick it everywhere. So when you sweep a pile, pick it up. It's 100% me. I'm a dummy. Guys are out here hustling next door, getting some landscaping in, doing a touch up on the grade. We got some plants, we got sod across the street, we got trees there. And again, if you guys are wondering why in the world I'm pointing at a house next to us, it's because we built that one too. We didn't document that whole one on the channel, but you can go back and check out the completion of that house, right? We documented as we got it towards the end, going through finishes and stuff like that. So you guys could check that one out. So the rest of the rooms up here, besides those front two, are all gonna be flat ceiling, and they're all 9-foot ceilings. A lot of times in spec houses, you see 8-foot ceilings on the second story. We decided we wanted to rock with 9 foot on this one. The reason we're not doing volume ceilings in the master bath or in the master bedroom is this is a very low slung roof. It's a 412, so there's really not enough room to get a volume ceiling in here, right? We could do something like a single pitch and come down. It'd be a little tricky on this side of the house. The front of the house was designed for it to happen. Normally when you have steeper roofs, even like a 612, especially you get into like 812, 1012, you can do some pretty crafty stuff with your ceilings on your second story. But since this thing's got 9-foot ceilings, I think it's gonna be great. And again, you know, we talked about load transfer downstairs when we were building the second floor system. The floor joists were landing on studs, right? The same story continues on your roof system. So same thing, we do a double top plate, and then our rafters and our roof joists land on our framing members. And you'll see the rafters are actually slightly off, because only thing this rafter's holding is drywall and insulation, very little weight. That board next to it, that's the fella that carries your whole roof load. So your roof deck, your roof shingles, and in our area, a whole bunch of snow during the winter. And that's why you want to have those land on your studs, because that has to transfer that load down, which transfers down to your floor system. I know I'm talking about the same stuff we've talked about before, but just in case you hadn't seen the previous videos, I want to keep everybody apprised of how load moves through a house. So that's pretty much our update for today. And today's video is going to wrap up this string of framing videos for you guys. On the next video, we'll be out with the drone shooting the whole roof system when it's completely done. We'll get into some more details about how we are sheathing the roof on this house, because we're using 2 different types of material for the roof sheathing here. Again, as always, if you guys have any questions, toss them in the comments below. We'll get you some answers. And if there's anything specific you want to see covered, let us know too, so we can make sure we shoot some film on that for you guys. As always, we appreciate you greatly. Give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next episode.